Welcome to a new episode of the Three Hokages podcast. We're your hosts, Kay, Kareem, and Hanif. We're going to jump into movies right away. This weekend was the Odyssey's Christopher Nolan's epic film, built for IMAX as it's been advertised. But also online, it's been advertised as not advertised, but a lot of social media has been pushing back on this film because of the casting choices made, but having people of color, Black people, predominantly inside the film, as some of the major roles, like Helen of Troy was Lupita Nyong'o, Athena is Zendaya, and that might be the only people of color in the film that I recognize right off the bat. There may be some others that's in the background, but those are the two main characters that social media has been latched onto as far as I've seen as a problem with this Greek poem. What have you seen online as far as your social media travels? Has your algorithm been kind to you?
No. The algorithm has been a bunch of people complaining about, oh my God, she's too Black, she's this, or the one that I think that pissed me off the most was like Lupita Nyong'o, and it's like morphed to make her look like an ape, and I was like, yo, I thankfully haven't seen that one. I really kind of just want to stab some people, it's like I don't know these people, look, if y'all could sit through Gods of Egypt and not bitch, I'm gonna tell her shut the frell up.
No, go ahead. Let's say it with your chest.
Yo, there's so many freaking movies where white people were like, they're Egyptian, they're this, they're that, they're this. I'm like, yo.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Prince of Persia. Like you said, Gods of Egypt. You got the guy who played Jaime Lannister as Horus, an Egyptian god, but we got a problem with Helen of Troy, fictional woman.
And people that are people that are not necessarily the most important in these stories. I'm just go back to 5th grade. Nope. Maybe people read the Odyssey in 8th grade, 7th grade. I don't know. But suck it up. I get it. This is the problem with the internet. And this is my old person rant because I am old. I need to go back to a time where people thought about stuff and people didn't have this in their hands, because people will get on the internet and say the dumbest shit with no freaking feedback, because it's either you're doing it to rage bait or you really believe it. I'm just read a book, touch some grass, smoke some grass. I don't know, get some ass.
Something with grass.
Yes. Smoke it, feel it. I don't know. Just do something. But the way in which it is consistently negative. Well, we don't want to see it. It's that thing. They're not this. First of all, then either way, then somebody's blonde hair, blue-eyed white folks that is in this shit shouldn't have been in it either. Why are we getting these very Nordic looking motherfucker people? Sorry, I'm not cursing. In these things. And I'm we're talking about the Mediterranean Sea. That is let's just this is a fictional story, but ignoring that part. Let's say you want to believe it's all real and it's this and these gods exist and blah 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 blah. Your idea of what they look like is wrong. It's wrong. And these places, these areas, these things, some of them that are supposed to from what they used to call Ethiopia. I'm sorry, they would not have even back then looked that white. It's a movie. Suspend your belief. Just we do it all the time.
If you can believe Cyclops exists or sirens or dragons or other creatures, but you can't. But your belief can't be suspended when a person has more melanin or darker skin hue. Then it's a problem.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like it's a retelling of a non-fictional story. This is the tale of George Washington. They got Don Cheadle playing George Washington. Okay, why do you guys I could see that argument there. Yeah. Why do you have this person of color playing a white guy, or vice versa? Why do you have Ben Affleck playing Malcolm X? These things ain't happening. It wouldn't. I think hopefully it doesn't happen, but I could see if the argument was based on factual evidence of real life people. But it's not. This is a fictional story that when the poem first came out, it was played by men with masks. So a man was playing Helen of Troy.
Right. So can we go back to that? Let's be real, man. Why is it not all men?
That's too woke down. That's a
No.
Will and Grace episode.
Yeah.
If they'll be doing it nowadays.
It's this coordinated internet chatter. It's
Yeah.
like the movie Superman show. You have the monkeys behind the keyboards, and they're just farming for engagement. They're farming to put out a narrative ahead of the movie, because when the narrative started, nobody was going to be recast at that time. The movie was already made. The movie was already done. It was just about promoting it, trying to give people an idea of what it was about if they didn't already know what it was about. And so the idea was just to get people to turn against it in ways that, I mean, we're all old enough to know that there have been so many remakes of that movie. There have been so many remakes of classics. Even if they don't call it that title, we know it's the same essential story. I saw one thing online like, well, what if they changed Romeo and Juliet? They have dozens of times.
I remember seeing the
was,
urban version.
Yeah,
I've seen that
in so many different forms and in so many different ways. It's utterly absurd. But the internet is very different from what actually happens in reality. When I went to the movie theater yesterday to try to take my son to see Minions and Monsters, it was packed. The parking lot was packed. The line to get in to scan your tickets was packed. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, what is all these people here doing? Obviously, they were heading to the IMAX theater. Indeed, the Odyssey, the box shows that, people are going to see this movie. So all of the so-called boycotts online, the billionaires who are very hateful, and they're obviously hateful, trying to talk against this movie, it has not worked, because people know when they go to see a movie, you're somewhat escaping from reality. It's not a historical movie. It's a work of fiction that has been around forever, that people used to have to read in middle school and high school, and they don't remember. Like, nobody is that determined to make sure that the Odyssey is historically accurate. I have never heard that in my entire life until this past year. Not once. So I'm glad it's doing well. The characters that they talk so much about don't even have much screen time from what I've seen. You have a cast that, just looking at it, is very diverse, but they only focused on the women, apparently, which is women of color. They receive so much hate online. And
I'm sorry, Travis Scott's in it.
I don't know. If,
Travis Scott.
What's his role?
I don't know. Like, I'm now just looking at like Google for the cast, and I'm like, so y'all got Travis Scott. I ain't heard nothing about that. You got Himesh Patel playing a character. Like, I'm looking at these characters, and I'm just like, so y'all are mad because of two women? Two. I'm seeing a butt ton of people. Two women have pissed you off.
Yeah. And John Leguizamo plays as in it as well.
Well,
but that's which I find funny that he's in it. And that nice that no one's talking about him, because that's, but also that he had complained before about people taking Latin roles of Latin characters, and like, but you play duality of, I guess, because of your fair complexion, that people can, I guess, you can pass as not Latin, and therefore you can get other roles. So, but it's cool. Yeah, people get in check, whatever. And there are other people of color in this film, but I don't know what Travis Scott's role is. I don't know what Corey Hawkins' role are. But I mean, I look forward to seeing the film.
If you can.
No, right. Like, I looked at the IMAX in Manhattan, the Lincoln Center. It's booked until I think I tried to go all the way up to like August 20th or so, and that they don't even let you go there for like, I went to like maybe August, was it 10th or 13th?
Yeah.
And only seats I could get is if I have a wheelchair. Like, the only spots available in the IMAX on any showing is the wheelchair. So I got to either fake an injury, fake a disability in order to see it, or just wait until maybe later on, like maybe a few days before it actually leaves IMAX for me to check it out. Hopefully. That's probably going to be the first time. No, I'm trying to think what's the last IMAX movie I saw at Lincoln Center. I don't even think it was the maybe Age of Ultron. I mean, that's how far back I probably went to Lincoln Center to see an IMAX movie. But it's nice that it's like Kareem said, like people are actually going to see this. The parking lots are crowded. Maybe movies are back again for the summer, because I think last year in the summer we didn't really get that many blockbusters where people were clamoring to see it in the theaters, as opposed to I'll just wait to see it on streaming services or Disney Plus.
Just not forget, this movie is damn near 3 hours. So you have people spending their whole time to try to see this movie. Like normally let's be honest, other studios would have made this a two-parter. But like, it's the fact that so many people are still willing to go see it, sit there for, again, dang near 3 hours, no intermission. It says a lot more about the actual quality of the movie. Again, I have not seen it. I do kind of want to see it in IMAX, but I just am like, I probably won't, because it's gonna be kind of hard to see it in IMAX here. But I will eventually see it. I just have to figure out, like, do I really want to give up 3 hours?
Yeah, it was like Lord of the Rings kind of thing. I think that's one of the last real long movies that's 3+ hours kind of thing. Was Endgame 3+ hours? Or no, it was like 2.5 or so.
It was close.
I think it was close, but not over 3 hours. Yeah. But it's hopefully, I'm interested to see how the box office take is next week. Because it's people are going to word of mouth. If it's good, go see it. If it's going to drop significantly or even raise up this upcoming weekend, especially leading into Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man Brand New Day drops July 25th. So I think it drops this upcoming Friday or Saturday or Thursday night or so. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen with Odyssey. I definitely know Spider-Man is going to be taking a lot of ticket sales because Spider-Man is going to put butts in seats. But speaking of movies, while also what's in the theaters now is the live action Disney remake of Moana. That
did not do well.
That, as Kay reported, that live action of Moana did not do as well. I think this is probably the second week that it's out, and it's done under 200 million globally, which for a Disney movie is not good at all, especially at that budget. It's just, to me, I feel like it's live action remake fatigue, and plus it's not a rock movie, but it's rock. It's not gonna put people in the seats.
It's at 121 million worldwide on a 250 budget. Yeah,
that doesn't include marketing, probably.
Right, so that's not great, but it is kind of a rock movie, and I don't mean that in a negative way, that it's a rock movie in the way I would normally say other rock movies are rock movies, but like, he is so much the focal point for like this movie, and like even the promotion. It's very much him focused, and that kind of. Okay, let me be honest. I was never gonna go see it, so let me not come in a fake sense. I was never gonna see the live action of Moana because I don't like it's. I love Disney movies. I'm sort of a semi-Disney kid, but Moana is definitely I'm a grown adult. Nah, I'm good. So it's just like, but for me, like when we were talking about offline, it made more. I think he should not have been Maui. I think he should have been, like you said, he could have played like the father. This movie is too much The Rock, not much Moana. And again, maybe in the movie it actually feels more like it's Moana's tale, but through everything from like the press and everything else, like it feels way more like they were focused on The Rock.
Well, he's a big draw. I mean, but I agree with you. Like, I think his on-screen presence dominates the title character.
Right, which you don't want that. Like, and if this is a movie for children, and this is a movie for like, I'm gonna say girls. Not that it's really, but like I'm saying this is gonna be a movie that they're probably pushing for younger girls to see. The Rock is not that draw for those for that age demographic. He's not. live action Rock is not a demographic for kids. I mean, like young children, like maybe like teenagers, sure, but like I don't think he is that demographic for like younger kids. And that's where, for me, I feel like they may have this was the misstep. Like, have him in it, have him be a part of it, but I think they should have gone with a younger person or a new person to be the live action Maui, and it could have given somebody a really great start to a career. It could have given, and it, like, you have him there for like the adults that are like, okay, I have to sit through a live action Disney movie. Great. But then but they'll have The Rock in there without him being like the main focal point.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the thing. Like,
I think if he was younger, because I mean, they didn't de-age his face. And I think it hurts a little bit, because especially with that wig on, he just looks ridiculous. Now, I mean, The Rock is a talented individual, but I feel that, like you said, it should have found an unknown, or possibly just a woman who is known, but just have The Rock play the older individual in the film.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe it'd help. I don't know if it's going to automatically make it go $200-300 million in the box office, but I think it's also just the fact that it's a movie that just came out less than a decade ago. I mean, I haven't looked it up, but it hasn't been out that long, and already you got a live action remake. Like, I feel like the live action remakes, if necessary, the one is not necessary, but if you're going to do one, do it to more of the classics that have been out, for a long time ago.
I think the novelty of live action has worn off to a large extent. And I think part of that is people they're tired of cash cows, like fatigue of just, you're putting something out there hoping that you can get some easy money. The product, the quality is not that good. Just getting people in seats, and there's nothing creative, as opposed to something like the Odyssey, where it feels like it's going to be an experience, and there's a lot to digest. There's a lot to take in. I don't know why they would have done Moana as a live action when a lot of it is a visual spectacle. And I do like a number of the Rock movies, but I have Rock fatigue as a grown man at this point, where it's like I don't want him in different roles at this point. And I'm being honest, there's nothing against The Rock, but
I just don't want to see him.
It's not like Arnold Schwarzenegger. When we were growing up, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he played in so many different movies and had different roles where you kind of forgot it was him, other than, oh yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right. But he could adapt. To me, it's like you said, okay, who is this movie being marketed to? Who is the target audience? And that's the part where it's like, well, how did this get made when you can't even identify who the target audience is going to be? And so to me, it's like the live action remakes, they were fun. It's like, maybe this was good, or maybe you wanted it to be good because as an adult, you enjoyed the movie when you was a kid. But now you're making remakes of movies that came out a few years ago, where there's no target audience, where you're using actors that's like, is this the best role for them? I don't know. It just seems like an odd choice to keep pushing this out there, especially when you're charging a lot for movie tickets. It's not worth it.
I think it's still marketing towards the same people that might have seen the original, but I think these live action, especially this one, that unfortunately for them, the box office tells the tale of of non-success. But I think if this was something that they pushed exclusively to Disney Plus, Hulu, as opposed to being in the theater, may have been better. Because again, it's like you're double dipping. Like, okay, this movie just came out less than 20 years ago, less than 15 years ago, so we're gonna do it again. But now we're gonna do it with with real human beings, live action. It's like I just seen this. Like, it's not like a movie that came out, Pinocchio, or I don't know, heck, The Incredibles or Finding Nemo, things that came out 20 years ago. Okay, well, let's see what they do. Or if you're going to tell it, it was taking a modern spin on a classic tale, like 101 Dalmatians or something like that. We're going to modernize it. But this literally came out not too long.
A decade ago. Like,
it's not like it's Lilo and Stitch, which came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but 20 years ago, 20 years is still a long time ago. So it's like it came out 20 years ago. Now we'll do a live action. No one was asking for it, but we can do a live action. I don't know if it did, marketably well in the theaters, but I could see that happening. But you do a movie that's less than 20 years ago. It's like we just did. I think it would have been better if they had made this live action from the jump. Then people say, okay, what is Moana? What is this about? Okay, well, it's the Rock and the wig looks silly, but okay, I can see it because you can still market it towards your intended audience, but it's not something that people don't know about, and they may actually be wowed and enjoy it. But if you just showed this to me a few years ago, I'm going to see it again. You can remake, Marvel Avengers again, and I'm still gonna I'm not gonna see it. I just finished seeing the live action version of this, so live action of Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales. I just finished. I may not be keen on going to see it in the theaters because I just finished seeing the animated film that came out not too long ago. Give us some breathing room. But I think also that Disney live action doesn't take chances. They don't change up the script, so it's gonna be a carbon copy, if not. Of the original. So when live action of Lion King, which came out more than 30 years ago, comes out, no one's asking because it's not really live action because you got the CGI lips moving and singing. So, but it's like no one's asking for live action of Lion King. Then you put out a prequel of Scar or Mufasa. It's like no one cares. What? You'd have been better off just doing another animated film about this. Put it on Disney Plus. And hopefully you recoup your money that way. But I think Disney needs to chill on the live action.
Well, they will not, because in 2028 there are at least 2 coming: the Lilo and Stitch 2 and a live action Tangled.
Live action what?
Tangled.
Well, let me take the ugh away. I never watched Tangled, so somebody may like Tangled.
Yeah, someone's probably gonna be super happy, but maybe
Brave is gonna be next. I know that I think Coleman Domingo is supposedly working on the script for Princess Tiana.
Yeah,
I kind of don't want to see that because half the movie she's a frog, so it's like
there and then there's that. I don't. So Cinderella's getting a remake.
I thought it
but
did.
It's gonna be, but it's gonna be the stepsister story. I'm like, okay, fine. Okay. That's a decent way to give us a different story. We still get the basic of the story of the Cinderella story, but now we're gonna learn about the stepsisters.
Are they gonna spin it that Cinderella was bad, or are they gonna show us the original story where they chopped their foot in half so that way they can try to fit it inside the shoe?
I mean, I'm hoping that's what we get. But
I mean, the Grimm story version of it, no.
Disney, we probably won't get that one, but at least we're getting a different story. That could be different. We're getting oh Lord, there's going to be a Gaston story.
Why? They're just looking. I mean, there's so many talented things out there that they can go back. They don't even have to go back to the well, and they can just.
There are lots of these stories.
Families.
You can choose another Disney. Y'all great at choosing different cultures. Choose a new one. Choose another culture's folk story, a fairy tale. Just do it. Just do that.
The wells run dry. We stole it from everybody. We don't know. There's no one else to steal from. No one's asking about. I wonder if Josh Gad's going to be in that Gaston's film, but no one's asking for that.
No
one's. Oh, I know it. Let me get a story about Gaston. Okay.
It's like you have to dig deep into, how can we make something easy bag?
They're scared to take chances. I guess that's the thing. I guess when they got so much debt, they listen. What worked for us before? Okay, let's go back to that again. We can't invest any new money into something that's not a short hit. We could butts and seats for Beauty and the Beast. Who was in that? The teacup. No, get that. Let's get Gaston. Let's put him in the theater. Really?
And they make lifeless live action remake.
Yeah, it looks very corny.
Feeling from it. It's just like, okay, I've seen this. There's going to be the exact same scene. There's going to be no new interactions that we're going to feel from it. But it's this movie for a reason. There doesn't have much depth to it other than what we've already seen. And when they try to make it that way, it's like you try to make it sympathetic to the villains. Enough of that. You don't need to keep feeling sympathetic towards villains. Sometimes people are just villains.
Right.
Maybe they could do. Well, maybe that they did some more live actions of films that I think were more unique and didn't really, I guess, hit as heavy when it first came out into the theaters, like Atlantis. I think Atlantis would be good as live action. I wouldn't mind seeing that. No? Why?
Okay, yes, it would be very good as live action, but here's my issue. If people are pitching now about the Odyssey, a live action Atlantis is going to be.
Well, she was looking brown, if that's what you're going at.
And if they put somebody that looks brown in that role, no, she didn't look like that.
So that's the case, then it's going to be for anything.
Like, I would feel so bad for whatever actress gets the role of Kida that it's just going to be like, I hope don't be on social media, because there is going to be whole forums dedicated to why, well, she's not the right brown. She should be this. She should be this.
Well, yeah, I can see.
Greece. It should be this. And I'm like, yo, I swear, if someone does not take your freaking fingers away from a keyboard, just.
I mean, it's a fictitious. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I never knew so many 40 and 50-year-old men favorite movie growing up was Little Mermaid. I never knew that, and their childhood was ruined. I never knew that growing up. I
didn't have a black mermaid. Like, why not? Why not?
Like that just bothers me. Like, y'all were perfectly okay with a crab that with a vaguely Caribbean accent doing Under the Sea in a cartoon, but yo, the fact that the Poseidon, the dude, well, I'm sorry, Triton, not Poseidon, is the ruler of the 7 seas, and his kids might be children from different seas. Like, y'all don't think that's weird? Like, no, we that's a problem. Like, oh, she's black. No, we can't have that. She's under the water.
I wonder if they named it Little Mermaid or just called it Mermaid. It's another story of a different mermaid under the water with the outrage or the
it'd still be there.
Vitriol, but it would be the same. Like, oh, you can't have a black mermaid.
It would still be there, because people make way too much money from these clicks of rage bait for it not to. Like, it's now built into the cycle of movies, because you need the rage bait. It gets people talking, it pisses people off, and then it's just like, and again, we fall for it because, again, I'm just like, it's stupid. I'd like to get past that point. Just get to the point of letting the movie stand for itself. It'll either fail or it'll soar or it'll just be mediocre. We've got lots of mediocre movies with people, and it never seems to be a problem. But if you put somebody brown in that role, if it's mediocre, oh no, it can't be mediocre. It has to be great or it's a failure.
Yeah, no. It's like you can't win.
No.
So I guess the most story is Disney give up on the live remakes. Just keep making animated movies. I mean,
or do brand new live remakes. Like, do some like.
Well, they're not on the remake. Just do a live.
Well, so here's the thing. I kind of want to see the what is it? The Sorcerer in the Stone or the Black Cauldron as a live action. Like, that would be kind of interesting.
Okay.
Because without saying, a lot of people don't really remember those movies, so like it's fine if those begin.
they'll find a way to make it to remember it, and to say that they'll match up to what they've seen in the theaters. I mean, certain movies that should have been an easy home run, like Aladdin. Somehow you jam that up. Like you pick Will Smith. We can digress. So let's move on. Let's move on. Don't get me wrong. I get so upset thinking about that Aladdin live action, man. I was like, this is trash.
Drop live actions for like just pull away from live actions for like 5 years.
Yeah. Focus on the animation. Give Pixar some more money. Let them keep
bring back 2D animation.
Bring back what? 2D animation. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be the 3D with the CGI stuff. I'm looking forward to the third Incredibles movie. I think they're gonna focus on Frozone allegedly, but we'll see.
They're not. They're not. That's the lie to get you hooked.
He's a draw. Bring him in. Come on now.
They're gonna show up with a lightsaber in the trailer and think,
nowhere in the movie.
Maybe he'll have like an Easter egg. He'll make like a baton out of ice or something, and somebody like a lightsaber. Like, oh, a little Easter egg there. But speaking of cartoons, speaking of superheroes, Disney Plus does have X-Men '97 second season running now. every episode is a hit. Every episode generates glorious memes on social media. This past episode focused on Wolverine, Morph, Sabretooth, it's a Maverick. Who else? Maverick and Lady Deathstrike going to like a Weapons X facility. And Omega Red show is there. Like it's just they're just throwing everything, and like this is what we're looking for. X-Men '97 is the exact kind of animation, exact kind of Marvel cartoon that we've been waiting to see for some years now. Every episode is great. I'm hoping this season lasts much longer than it actually is. I think it's only going to be like 8 episodes, but it's great.
It is. It's amazing to see a lot of these on screen, even if the original cartoon may have covered some aspects of this. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have any reference. You don't have to remember it. You don't have to go back and watch it. But you can if you want to. And I'm not saying this as a complaint. I'm saying this in terms of if you want to milk something, you should know how to milk the right thing. So this episode was fantastic from beginning to end. I hope we're kind of past this Morph Wolverine, storyline, because I think it's not leading to either character being developed properly going forward. But even this with the Brood showing up, this could have been another storyline in and of itself, and not just part of the season. And so that's what I mean. If you want to milk something, you have a whole storyline of the Brood, Omega Red, that you can turn into multiple episodes without it feeling like you're dragging something along. Now, I don't mean a whole season, but that's how deep and rich the stories are, where you can cover these topics in one episode where it doesn't feel rushed, or you can make it 2 or 3 episodes. That's how good this show has been. Like you said, every episode has been a bona fide hit, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I think what I like about the animated version of Wolverine is that it's closer to the comics. It's not the Hugh Jackman, I'm 6'4", lean muscle individual. Just like he's a squat, grumpy individual with claws. No, and I enjoy him for who he is. And I think the banter, and I love that they pair him up with Morph so often that the banter between these two is like watching the Lethal Weapon. It's like watching Mel Gibson and Danny Glover kind of thing. Like Danny Glover's Wolverine, like he's just grumpy. A little curmudgeon. But no, I enjoy it. I don't think they showed a trailer for next week's episode, but either way, I know where I'm going to be Wednesday morning watching this episode of X-Men '97.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is probably our quickest episode of the Hokage's podcast. So we'll leave you to it. We suggest if you do see the Odyssey, let us know what you think of it. Does it match to what your algorithm has shown you as far as positive or negative feedback? Are you? Oh, go ahead.
If you've seen it, have you seen it in IMAX or have you seen it in both? Because that would be the question. Like, what would you prefer? Like, what would you suggest people to see it in?
What's the viewing format that you prefer to see it? And Disney Live remakes or Disney Live movies? Are you in favor of them? If so, what live movies from Disney's animated collection would you like to see made? Is it Gaston? Is it All Those Go to Heaven? Is it
no
Atlantis? No. I'm just asking. These are movies that exist. People may want to see this as a live action. They made Lion King. They can make All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's just dogs and CGI and mouths.
Yeah.
Right. Milo and Otis. I think they did. No, Milo and Otis was live action.
Yeah.
I think in real life, I think they killed a bunch of cats to make that movie. But I digress. Okay. Anyway, on a positive note. On a positive note, check out X-Men '97 on Disney Plus every Wednesday. It's your 3 Hokage's podcast. This is K. Cream and Hanif. Have a good one.